Okay, good morning everybody. Today I am going to teach you the subject that is machine learning. First important thing is how machine learning came to the industry and how it can help us and what kind of advantageous portions are there, by that we can groom ourselves as well for the society also. The first thing is machine learning. The term itself has a kind of answer. The term machine learning, the term itself has a kind of answer. Means we are going to use a machine and we are trying to providing some algorithm to the machine. By that machine can automatically learn what actually is mathematical process behind that logic. After that machine will take the decision. By that you can move. In online you can say that machine learning, there are so many kinds of algorithms available in machine learning, but kind of various portions of machine learning algorithm actually used in various medical industry also to take the right decision. Okay. Now the thing is, what is machine learning? Machine learning is a subcategorical part which actually belongs from the AI, artificial intelligence. Actually, one picture you need to understand, that is, this one is the AI, artificial intelligence. Okay, this is the parent, and this one is the ML, machine learning, and this one is the deep learning. How? That means whatever we are going to design in machine learning, in deep learning, that everything means every algorithm should fall in the category of AI. These are the subclass of AI. Okay. Now the thing is, what is machine learning? Machine learning is a kind of technological innovation which helps us to detect, predict, make the decision according to the given instruction, and by that we can reach the ultimate goal, actually what we are looking for. Now the thing is, there are various kinds of machine learning algorithms. Actually, there are three types of machine learning algorithms. This is known as the supervised learning. Second one is known as the unsupervised learning. Third one is known as the reinforcement learning. Okay. Now what is supervised learning? Supervised learning means machine will predict some prediction where we are providing the labeled data. That means whatever data we are going to provide the machine, it should be labeled. How we can say that the data is labeled? Suppose we have a data set of cancer disease. These are the independent parameters. Depend on those independent parameters, we can say that the patient has the cancer or cancer not. That means if the patient has the cancer, we can say that this is the sugar one. If the patient has done no cancer or no cancer disease found in his or her body, then you can he or she has the no cancer. That means the data itself is labeled. 1 is for the yes, 0 is for the no. These kind of data is actually used in supervised learning. In supervised learning, there are some categorical part like classification, regression. In regression, there is also one more thing in the regression tree, that is also known as the card. Card means classification and regression tree. Now the first thing is, what is classification? If the data is fully or designably classified, then we can say that the data itself is a classified data. Like 0 is one class, or 1 is one class and 0 is another class. It has the two class. Maybe this will be the not cancer, this will be the parameter known as the status. Somebody has cancer, somebody has cancer. That means the data itself at the level, by that we can say that the patient has the cancer or not, the patient has the kidney disease or not, the patient has the corona or not, the patient has the blood sugar or not. There are so many, the patients has there are so many kind of medical problems are there, and every kind of medical industry they are trying to use some machinery parts where the machine learning algorithm is built there. By that they can detect the patient has the disease or not. Most probably in outside India, most probably the urban area in various countries in Europe, there are most of the stations are totally AI enabled. The AI will take the decision. Now the thing is, what is unsupervised learning? Unsupervised learning means we have the data. That is not labeled. We have to make that. Suppose these are the independent parameters, and these are the output parameters. Means this is the parameter we are going to use that person depending on these variables. The patient has the disease or not. Maybe some real time data, there will be some value will be missing. That means the data is not labeled. Some portion we cannot see that is anything exists there or not. By that way, we have to use the unsupervised learning. Unsupervised learning means basically one line we can say that. Suppose this is the data set. This has the 100 attributes, 100 rows. We have to convert into 2A, 70 is for training, 30 is for testing. When we are going to unsupervised learning, maybe this data set is available, maybe this data set is available. We have to count another. If it is available, we have to count it. If it is available, we have to count it. By that, we can predict that the patient has the disease, the patient has any kind of problem, or many kinds of problems. Like in e-commerce industry, there are unsupervised learning almost used. Okay, and it has three kinds of categories. Like clustering, like association rule, association rule means ki one of the most important algorithm is a priori algorithm. What is the a priori algorithm? Clustering means suppose we have a data set, there are two kinds of categorical innovations are there. We want to cluster the data in such way, some portion is there, some portion is there. Okay, this is the clustering process. We are clustering. We are trying to create the differences between the characteristics, whatever they are available in the given data set. And the association rule means ki in association rules there are various kinds of algorithms available, like PCA, pixel component analysis, like LDA, linear discriminant analysis, like a priori algorithm. A priori algorithm means ki if this algorithm itself is also known as the data mining algorithm. By algorithm, suppose you are you all using the Amazon, Flipkart, and so many e-commerce sites. Okay, suppose you are trying to find the T packet of data. Okay, just below of that person, see that people also bid for sugar, people also bid for the milk, and maybe there is one of your friends like this. That means ki all the most frequent item selection is connected by the a priori algorithm. I will go into deeper in Now we are going to learn what is actually the reinforcement learning. This is the kind of learning we can say that it is a hybrid mode of the machine learning, by which some idea of supervised learning will be there, some idea of unsupervised learning will be there. The combination of both will become the reinforcement learning. How? Actually, reinforcement learning means it will depend on four things: time, delay, and error. And the most important thing is whatever the decision is made in the reinforcement learning, that will be agent based. Agent based means whatever algorithmically, mathematically we are trying to design our idea, it should have the agent in any person which has the capability to take the decision for us, even for the machine also. How? That is why it is known as the time delay. Suppose we are designing an algorithm and we are putting that algorithm to the machine, and machine will take the time that will known as the latency time. If the algorithm has any kind of erroneous activities, then machine will produce the erroneous activity to us, or displaying the erroneous activity to us. But the delay and whatever the error will be there, all should be done by the agent we are providing to the machine. And what kind of data set is going to be used in reinforcement learning? Suppose this is the data set A, B, C, D, and this will be the output. Okay. Maybe some part of this is missing, maybe some part of this is missing, maybe some part of this is missing, this is missing, this is missing, this is missing. That means if we try to rectify this data or normalize this data, only one row will become the fresh data. But we have to found all those missing points. Then we have to apply the reinforcement learning. By that, machine will predict what kind of prediction we need, or what kind of prediction can machine helps us to make the process. How? For finding that machine attributes, we need to know what is imputation, what is imputation. There are various kinds of mathematically imputations are there. The most important imputation that we need to understand, that is quadratic imputation. What does actually it means for? Means suppose this is the value 1, 1.5, 1 and 2. What will be this value become? When we are applying quadratic, maybe mean of this divided by this and multiply this. The data will become same. But the mean, actually the main term is mean, we have to use for finding this data. Then what it will become? What it will become? It will become 1.2. How? 2 plus 3 is equals to 5. 5.5 divided by 4 goes to 5. That is, it may be 1.2 or maybe 1.3. But it can become the wrong. That is why for this purpose we have to design some steps. By that we can predict this is actual the available data for this cell, or this will become the adjustable data. Okay, that is why we need to understand the imputation. Now, what is the? This is the basic class I am going to teach you. What is the main agenda we are understanding? We understand from this purpose. The thing is, what is machine learning, and how many types of machine learning there are, and what are the sub-categorical thinking are fall under the 3 different categories, and how this categorical thinking can be innovated, and what kind of what types of the different categorical algorithms are available in there, like in this classification, regression, in this clustering, association, in this there are so many things, but we cannot only say that this is the this. But it is the kind of process which is the time delay error process, but the decision should be taken by the agent test. This is the main reason. And if you want to understand the machine learning very well, every algorithm you need to understand by mathematical, because if you have the idea of mathematical foundation of this algorithm, you can design your algorithm according to your given instruction, according to your availability of data, according to your given circumstance. That is why the most important thing is, if you want to understand the machine learning very carefully, you need to understand the mathematical foundation of that algorithm, what you are going to apply, what you are going to modify, what you are going to design. Okay, and this is the simple just basic class of yours, and I hope I will teach you the deeper of everything in the further classes. And thank you. Good day.